You're now listening to The L Zone, where Latricia Love covers everyday topics that matter to you.
Hello, welcome to the L Zone podcast with me, your host, Latricia Love, coming to you tonight with the topic about what about your friends? What about your connections? Tonight, I have Mr. Anthony with me once again by popular demand.
No demand.
Mm-hmm. But tonight, that's what we're talking about. So let's dive right on in. Mr. Anthony, would you like to start? Because you have a few questions.
So, you have a certain way that you define friends. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about that. So far as how you define friends and why you define friends the way you do. So first of all, for you, what is a friend?
For me personally, a friend is someone that is there for you the same way, reciprocate and supportive of you. They're able to be encouraging, be transparent in a way of communication, in a sense. So what I mean is, if I come to you about something, you should be able to be transparent in communicating to me your view without putting your personal things behind your answer.
Give me an example.
Like some people answer from where they are in life. So especially when it comes to relationships and stuff, if people are in a bad headspace or in a situation, most people will bring their own personal feelings and emotion and tell you things that they don't do themselves.
So what do you expect a friend to do different?
The type of friends that I require is what I do for my friends, that or for people that I have talked to or have talked to me, bad. And I'll say, well, how do you feel about the situation? What do you truly want? I'm giving them things that they can do to get to the answer that they need. I can't give you the answer. I can be an ear for you. I can be a neutral, safe place for you to talk and vent without judgment, and try to get you to the best resolve for you to go home or go to your quiet place and write down some key things that you may not know the answer to, but once you write it down, be real with yourself, because you have to find the answer. Most people can't do that. Most people will go into, well, I wouldn't deal with that, I deal with this, and it's like, we're not here to talk about you right now. We're here to help me process a certain thing, whether it be about career, kids, anything, relationships or whatever. If I'm doing this for you, you mean to tell me you can't do this? So it has to be reciprocal. It has to be a person that knows how to turn on and off their emotional, personal crap that they dealing with at the time,
and really find an answer for the person.
Really help me find an answer or help me with the process.
Okay.
I'm not looking for you to give me the answer or to tell me, what I should do and blah, 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 because 9 times out of 10 people give advice that they don't take themselves. So I'm never going to give the advice of, girl, you should do this. So that's what I'm looking for. But most people don't know how to do that.
Okay, when you say, girl, you should do this.
You should leave him. You should go date other people. They're giving you certain advice.
What if they're giving you that advice so that you can get away from something that they see might be dangerous for you or bad for you?
Okay. How are they seeing that fully if it's only my side of the story? Like, I don't know the other side of the story to tell you what to do. I can't tell you to leave him because, let's say, hypothetically, he pushed you. What did you do to provoke the push? All I know is, oh my God, he pushed you. You should leave him. And then most women don't leave, and the girlfriends or guys are like, why you still with him? He did X, Y, and Z. But no, it wasn't like that. Blah,
because
blah.
You didn't know the whole story.
You didn't know the whole story. They only told you what they wanted to vent about. So I don't need you to tell me, girl, leave him. Girl, you shouldn't take that job. Blah, blah, blah. Because you don't have all the variables in it.
So how does a friend go about getting those variables?
What do you mean?
How do they find it out? How does a friend find it out so that they can get?
But that's the thing. Friendship for me. I don't need to know my friend's business like that to be a good friend, because everyone should have boundaries about their personal life
Mhm.
and what they're really, really going through, in a sense. I need to be there for encouragement, support. If they choose to tell me certain things, they know I'm either going to take it to my grave or I'm going to take it to my grave. I'm not there I need to know every detail about what happened so I give you the right answer. Because at the end of the day, no one can give you the right answer. So you're telling them for what? You just need someone to help you through the process of getting to the answer for yourself.
So if somebody's like, okay, I got people that come to me all the time for advice.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me my job is to just help them get to the answer that they want and or need?
No, you're helping them get to the answer that best suits for them, not for you saying what you think they want to hear.
So it's really about them. It's not about you.
It's not about you. It's about them.
So you're saying a lot of times when people give answers, they're giving answers based on
what
their
they
own
would
personal,
do if they would have the courage
I
to
got
do
you.
it.
And a real friend is going to say, okay, what are you trying to do?
Right. It's like,
and I can help you get to
what you're trying to do. I don't need to know the details of what happened. I'm asking you, okay, right now, what do you want to do? And if you don't know what you want to do, hey, take a day to yourself and go figure that shit out. Turn your phone off. Don't listen to nobody. Write down what it is that you really want to do. What do you want for your future?
Mm-hmm.
Or the person that you with? Where do you kind of see that? Because the answer is with them. Because at the end of the day, they the one that got to deal with the decision at the end of the day, not you. I'm never going to tell somebody, I think you should do this. I think you should leave your job. I think you should. I've learned that sometimes it backfires and they end up still with the person, or they end up in a worse financial situation, or they end up somewhere that they really didn't want to be. Now they're stuck. Whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. I've seen it, and I'm like, and I've experienced it. Mm-hmm. I've been given information that at the time because of my concept of what was supposed to be, because that was the norm. Uh-huh. No one tells you, oh, the criteria of a friend is different from everybody. It's what brings you the most balance and peace at the end of the day with the connections that you make with people.
Okay.
And so if I'm getting all this bad information, or I'm getting information based on where that person is, and it don't fit, and you constantly in a cycle of, okay, I keep going to my so-called friends and shit ain't getting no better. What's going on? You basically doing stuff for everybody else, or taking advice in, and it's not good advice for you.
So we can say that most of the time when we're getting information from people on how to fix our situations, we're getting information from people where they are in life.
Yes.
So a real friend, if they know where they are in life, will try not to put that in play.
Right.
But in a certain zone, it's still going to be in play when they get an answer. Because the person says, what do you think I should do? When somebody says to you, okay, here's everything that happened. This dude cheated on me. This job didn't pay me. They told me they was going to pay me this. It's not paying me that because they're going to take out all these taxes or whatever, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. Whatever the situation is, the difficulty is. What do you think?
Yeah. And I'll say, well.
So you have to answer out of your experience.
Right. And this is how I answer. I'll give this statement. Well, you have a few options. Mm-hmm. You can do plan A. You get plan B, plan C, option D. But at the end of the day, it's about what works best for you. You have to figure that out. I always end it with that. If my sister called me about some stuff, I'd be like, hey. She'd be like, oh my God, what should I do with this situation? I'm like, you got a few options. This is what you could do, but does that fit with what you want to do?
And what you're trying to do.
Exactly. I always leave with that.
So,
and I end with that statement. At the end of the day, you have to deal with the choice that you're about to make. Mm-hmm. Is it going to work best for you? Or are you going to be cool with what you just said that you was about to do?
So you saying friends who are like, no, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to run this thing. Are you saying that's not a good friend?
I'm not saying that's not a good friend. I'm never going to say that. That's not what I mean. They're not a bad friend because they're doing that. Mm-hmm. You as yourself have to recognize the source of the information that it's coming from. What is going on with that person? Are they depressed? Are they having men trouble? Are they happy in their career? What is it? Have they gone through stuff and overcome it? And to give you some type of insight, a testimony, not for as tell you about to take what they did and do it for you. It's not gonna work like that, because everybody's struggles are different, and everybody and how they internalize it and interpret it and receive it is different. So somebody, just like what we talk about for as entrepreneurs, somebody can give you the game and tell you play by play how this stuff works. Stock market, selling t-shirts. And they see you doing it. And then they looking like, how come I'm not getting the same results? You're a different person. You have a different drive. You don't have the same motivation, because is that really your passion? Is that really something that you wanted to do in the first place? That's what I'm saying. They're not a bad friend, but they're just giving you information based off of where they are. How can I get information from broken people? I can listen to them vent. I can take it in and be like, wow, okay, everybody goes through the same thing. We just experience it differently. I have to know for myself, if I go to this person, take certain things, but how can I make it my own? If you're not secure with yourself, you just gonna follow whatever the hell the person said, and hopefully it works. That's what you're thinking. But that means something's up with you, to where you don't even recognize, okay, that's them. Does that work for me? I know if I'm gonna leave that person or not. I know if I'm gonna get this job or not. Do I really want it?
Would you say that most people already pretty much have an idea of what they're going to do? They just need that push.
They need that push or their reassurance. And some people have those people that are they cheer section and they rah-rah and they yes man. And they be like, girl, nah, he was wrong, or dude, she was tripping, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you want that type of crowd around you, so you're not trying to do better. You just want people to, you just basically want people to, depend on what it is, back what you say. They're not challenging you.
So, but what about the person that really, they really just don't know what to do?
Most of us don't. What you mean?
They're not looking for a rah-rah section. They're looking for an answer.
Okay.
So
if I give you the steps to get to that answer, and then what you think I'm supposed to just give you an answer supposed to be easy?
Not that it's supposed to be easy, but give me an answer, because they don't have
I
an
did
answer.
give you an answer. I'm giving you steps to help you get to the answer. I'm saying, okay, do you really know what you want? And if they say no, then I'll be like, okay, well, you need to go figure that out. For as go exercise, go biking, go find a hobby to clear your head, to stop worrying about whatever the fuck is the issue for right now, and really understand what is it that makes you tick. What makes you happy? When you, whether that go to a bar, go bowling, reading a book, watching Netflix, if that brings you peace and joy, okay, what is it about that shit that brings you joy or some type of peace to clear your head? Most people have the answer. They just don't know how to get to it. They're looking for the answer of, well,
An answer like a pill in a bottle.
right. And at the end of the day, it's like, that's not how that works. Like, I found my answer in isolation. Okay, what is it that I'm good at? What brings me, what fulfills me? Okay, helping people. I didn't realize it until I was in a situation working that, after work, I wasn't feeling drained. I felt good about helping people at the airport. I greeted people. Everybody saw me with a smile. They was just like, what's up? But that's what led me to, okay, I need to do something that either helps people and I'm active. So I know that's my thing.
So people need to figure out what makes them happy, what brings them peace and joy.
Right.
And be in that space.
In order to figure out other things. Right.
So you got to move to a space of happiness.
Yeah,
That's
you
basically
do.
what you're saying.
Yeah. And I'm not saying you can't go vent to your friends, but be careful with how you vent and realize who you're venting to. Because some people take venting as you're fed up and you, okay, so when you ready to leave, girl, let me know. And you be like, well, wait, hold up. I can't just leave. Are you finna support this person and their kids? Are you finna deal with their depression or how they out their routine? Like how they going through different stuff, that transition of, you told me to leave. And then you be like, well, nah, you got to do what's good for you. Then they'll bring that up. And you be like, but Healthy, you told me I was supposed to leave him or leave her.
Yeah.
You told me I wasn't doing nothing at this job, and I need to go make some more money, and now I'm stuck at this microman. Like you, oh, I gotta go back to school for college for what? And you making the same money that somebody making at McDonald's.
I got you.
What's going on that's best for you?
So that's the beginning of what you're saying. Is that it always starts with, do you even know what you want, where you want to be, what's peaceful for you, and I can help you go towards peace.
That's how with my connections, that's my thing I bring to people who I'm close or connected to. Do we talk all the time? No, we don't. Is it balanced in the reciprocation? No, because I understand that people are dealing with things and they may not be there yet. But if you can constantly pour, even if it's like every other month or whatever, because people live lives, I understand that. It's like, but if you send them a message, it's right on time sometimes. And that is a trigger, like, oh, damn, am I a good friend to this person? Or am I a good connection to this person? Why am I with this person? Am I using them as a resource? And then you'll be like, are people a resource or a friend to me?
Okay, what you mean by that? Like, explain that.
A resource is that person provides a need, or they have a connection to something that may benefit you in the long, like with networking in a sense. Or do they, negative side of looking at it is this a laggy? It's a thing where, and some women do this, they like to be the big one in the group, for as the Beyonce.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Okay.
And then they like a person that makes them look good, that makes them stand out sometimes.
Okay.
So you have that. They provide a resource. Are you reciprocating that for them?
The same thing that they giving to you, do you?
Exactly. If you're not, you're basically using them as a resource.
I got you.
Then it's like, okay, for me, I look at it as, do I make people a priority to where, or let me rephrase. My criteria is for someone to get close to me. I already know I would have to be the same for them. And since I know the only time that I have, the energy that I have, I don't get upset if I don't hear from people after a while. If I reach out to them and they don't get back to me, that doesn't bother me. So I can understand if they're a resource or are they a friend. Most of my friends, we have busy lives. We check in on each other when we check in on each other. It's an understanding. But it's like, when you do pour in, what level is it on? Does it pour into you at the time where you need it? Because we have this thing where check on your strong connections, because they be going through it too.
I got you.
You know?
Yeah.
So if I'm not able to do that, how can I tell you need to pour into me more when I know I can't give the same?
I got you.
So you see what I'm saying? But if I know doggone well, no, I'm not finna support you. I don't ever be promoting your stuff, or I'm like, okay, I'm mindful of what people actually do, because I know what I do for certain people. And it works. We have a clear understanding. We have a mutual respect.
So what do you do if you don't get it back though?
I've already placed them in a category where I already expect that. I don't have a high expectation of it has to be the same, receive back and forth. Because when they do give it, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not
shocked because you already put them in a certain zone.
I've already put them in a certain zone. I already know, because
that's not what they do.
I either know what's going on in their life already and stuff like that. So I'm not upset. And most people haven't done that yet.
So they get upset when the person they think that is their friend, they're supposed to like reciprocate and help them, is like, well, no.
They have an expectation like this person is supposed to do everything, and
but
it's like
that person never signed up for that.
You didn't ask them, are you able to do this? And then did you ask yourself, are you able to do that for them, if what you're requiring from them?
In their mind, they might think they're already doing it.
But you would have to have asked that person, like, okay, what do you need from me out of it? We have a connection.
So
what do you need from this? Right. And
not
most
just
people
an
don't.
Assumption. There
exactly.
needs to be a discussion.
Because everybody had this thing of labeling everybody as their friend. No, everybody isn't your friend. Everybody shouldn't be close to you like that. Just because you comment on a page all the time or hit a like button.
Social media.
Social media is like that popularity thing. Everybody shouldn't be labeled as your friend.
Facebook say you got friends though.
That's crazy. We have colleagues, we have acquaintances we have, you know.
Facebook said they're your friend now.
Yeah, I get it, and it is, and that's where the breakdown sometimes. Because when people fall out, it's like, how can you fall out with a friend? You may have a rough patch every now and then, but don't punish your friend. Why would you punish your friend?
If they are truly defined based on what you think internally as a
Exactly.
friend.
But did you ask them? And are you a good friend like you were expecting out of them? Because then it's like, it's okay to call people acquaintances. No, that's a close acquaintance of mine. What's wrong with that? It's more fitting, because then the moment you turn it into something else, people have this thing like, oh my God, I got to step up something. No.
What you mean by that? Yeah, I got to step up something.
You have acquaintance, close acquaintance, colleagues, friends, BFF. That's my sister. People have these titles and levels of, when they call you that, it's an automatic expectation you're gonna be there no matter what. They put more emphasis on that than the relationship that they in.
They're putting a title on you that you didn't totally agree to.
That you didn't even know what was all in the criteria of that. Everybody concept of friend or how to be there. Some people just don't know how to be there for each other like that.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's okay to have those conversations. But like, you know what? I haven't been there how you needed me to. I need you to tell me how you need me to be there, and I can know if I can do that or not.
I got you.
But if I can't do that, that don't mean I'm not your friend. But I can at least do this. I can sometimes. It's okay to have those conversations. People will have more expectations on girlfriends or their guy friends than they do their spouses or romantic partner. Because you ain't left your boyfriend or your girlfriend or husband, but you mad at your friend for less shit. That's crazy to me.
Give me an example. What you mean by that?
Your dude out here cheating on you. Your dude out here beating your ass, whatever it may be. Your friend misses a dinner or forgets a lunch or something, whatever it may be. Or, girl, you ain't tell me how today.
Now you finna go.
Now you mad at them because you feel some type of way.
More in on them
than you are
the
the
person
dude.
Beating your ass,
and you ain't left them.
I got you.
But this person, they still your friend. They're still there for you. They support you. They team you. But you were putting so much expectations on it. It's crazy. Like, and I'm not talking about people who are friends with their like their family stuff, because that's your family. We're talking about people who are non-blood related. Because people have a weird thing with family, like, oh no, that's my best friend. My cousin is my best friend. Like, no, your cousin is your cousin. Because at the end of the day, y'all family is what really ties y'all together. Y'all grew up together. Y'all have a different bond. Understand the difference. Those are your family regardless, mad or not. Y'all gonna be at the same family functions tomorrow.
I got you.
You know, but a person outside of that, you can pick and choose when you want to see them or not. You know what I'm saying? So, but I also think people have a hard time learning transitions of life with each other.
What you mean by that?
If I'm going through a life-changing event, like for me, I had to create boundaries with people. But because the expectation is to tell everybody your business, or you tell them everything that's going on with you, down to the dude you slept with or whatever it may be, the moment you stop, some people don't know how to transition with you on that and be supportive of you creating boundaries so you can have peace.
So friends need to learn how to evolve.
Yep. Like
people are constantly growing,
yeah,
and changing.
Like I have people who getting promotions, they done got degrees, and I'm like, that is great. Who am I to stop your growth? Who am I to stop you from learning more about what you're capable of doing, limitless things? I want to see you. Hey, you happy with what you're doing? Great. However you need to get there. If you don't talk to me all the time and I don't know everything, but we're there for bigger moments for each other, whether it be babies, weddings, stuff like that, I'm down for that because I want to celebrate you at the end of the day. I don't need to be in every intricate part of that, because sometimes your friends aren't required to walk with you on that journey. We're here to just support you at the end of the day.
Equals support.
It's a support system. I send encouraging things to certain people. I try my best to do it either weekly or every other week. I'm not the best at, hey, are you okay? Stuff like that, but I try to send certain things to certain people because I know they either one, need it, or two, I'm like, hey, you know you great, right? You know you're awesome. you may be feeling a little uneasy about yourself. I don't know, because
so you'll send that to people.
I'll send that to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's needed. We all need to encourage each other and support. But I don't need to know your business to support you.
Oh,
For what?
What's the whole thing about the doing your business? Why is that kind of like a bad thing?
Because some people don't know how to turn off their own personal thing, their judgment. So if my girlfriend got a problem, we all got a problem. But the moment she stopped having a problem, we looking at her crazy like, bitch, you had us rah-rah and ready to fight. Why are you? No. Clearly she figured it out. Clearly she's in a better place. We just got to support this decision and rock with her on it.
But,
some people don't know how to turn it off.
If we know too much.
Yeah. It can turn out to be bad sometimes. And it's hard to face your friends when you know they gonna say something or throw it in your face to you and be like, well, remember when you said this? Knowing they don't like that stuff done to them or being thrown in their face. That's not what friends should do
to each other.
Okay,
well, let's call this part 1.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Discussion, and we will come back with part 2 where we go further into it. Even though this is your podcast,
you're funny.
I'm just sitting here like asking questions because I thought it was a good thing to talk about. So.
That's what's up. Thank you very much. I thought it was dope too. You funny.
I'm gonna close out.
Thank you all for listening to the L Zone podcast. Have a good night.